Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Fast Fridays on PoddiMouths special. Well, I don't know if we can call it. I mean, it is special, but I don't know if it's actually a special because it's going to happen. And of course, I'm going to say it's going to happen every Friday, even though we missed last Friday. Lots of reasons for missing last Friday. All good, folks. First Friday. But this week, we're going to try to keep it under 8 minutes like we didn't do last week. But this week, we have quite a few interesting tidbits for you that happened on this date, Friday, February 24th. It is now 2023, but these other things happened in our history. The very first one, John, do you want to throw it? Whose birthday is it?
No idea. Yes, no, I do have
Steve Jobs. You told me. You literally told me.
Well, it's not like I knew that. I had to look.
Oh, like yeah, you had to look it up. Steve, absolutely.
I haven't sent him presents or anything like that, if that's what you mean.
Well, I would hold off on sending him presents, just because I don't know where those presents would be delivered.
Hey,
I really don't.
If we did.
If we did?
If we did, no, it would be awesome. Okay.
I don't know.
So who got, you said the
that
birthday.
Would be totally awesome.
There was a little confusion, it seems like, the last time when we
because I threw you off on
dying.
That.
And you thought other people were people were getting married. Well, this wasn't a getting married.
Right.
It's like sort of like getting impeached.
No. It's exactly like getting impeached. And So I kind of threw John for a loop here because we are actually discussing a whole other topic. He just kind of threw that Steve Jobs thing in at the last second. But in fact, a bigger date, which for me, I am an Apple fan. So Steve Jobs' birthday, that's a pretty big deal. But another interesting thing happened on this date actually, before I go on to tell you what it was, I remember a sign. My mom bought a sign once and we had it hanging over the bathroom and it said, it was in the kitchen. It said, on this date in 1868, nothing happened. But in fact, something did happen in 1868.
Andrew Johnson went to your bathroom.
What was it? Oh, I just hit my microphone.
Andrew Johnson
or in the kitchen, whichever.
With a lead pipe. I think he was in the kitchen with a lead pipe. And he got impeached. By
in the kitchen with the lead pipe.
127 to 46, which was the size, 47, was the size of the House of Representatives in 1868. 126 to 47.
Interesting.
They were mad at him because of his lackadaisical or lenient Reconstruction policies post-Civil War. And so interesting how it all kind of lays out. But he was impeached. And there were not a lot. Of course, now
he was.
Everybody's been impeached, right? Well, Andrew Johnson was one of the first.
One of the first. And for those of you who didn't know, Andrew Johnson is actually a Tennessean. He's a Tennessee Democrat. And he was one of few that actually criticized Southern secession. So he didn't want the South to leave the United States. And I find that very interesting. And he was able to rise up to become president after Abraham Lincoln, I believe. So anyway, very, very interesting. On this date in 1868, we have not only a birth of someone who's incredible, but also the impeachment of someone else who, most of us probably don't really remember unless you are a fanatical presidential historian.
Or just very old.
Or just very old. Just very old. Yep. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this week's Fast Friday. Next week, we're going to come to you with a brand new historical event. I know you did. John. And I know we will be back, hopefully, next Friday. Probably not. But, you could always hope for it. And you know what? We'll see you then, folks. Have a great Friday.
See ya.